teacher. This is my slide about the SWOT analysis about the Starbucks. And my name is Shuo, and my student ID is SUKD 2102025. And the first page is a table of contents. This contents is including the 5 parts. First part is introduction about Starbucks. The second is SWOT analysis strengths. The third is SWOT analysis weakness. And the fourth is SWOT analysis opportunity and SWOT analysis threats. And these 5 parts is introduced and all the Starbucks does SWOT analysis, and the people can know the Starbucks experience and the Starbucks all the aspects. And first is introduction about Starbucks. So everybody knows Starbucks is a great company, and he's an international coffee and coffee house, and based in Seattle and Boston. The Starbucks is the largest coffee house company in the world, and with a lot of stores in the 44 countries. The Starbucks sells the cheap brewed coffee, espresso based on the hot drinks, other hot and cold drinks, snacks, and others. In this can, the company have a lot of the products like a seasonal or specific and the locality of the store. Starbucks brand ice cream is pretty good. I already tried, and the coffee are also sold in grocery stores. And second is SWOT analysis strengths. In my opinion, the Starbucks stock products is about the coffee beans, because the coffee beans is the best important in the coffee. This is decide whatever the coffee taste is decided by the coffee beans is good or not. So the coffee beans of the Starbucks is using by the Starbucks all from the world. And the Starbucks service is pretty good. This is pretty famous, and all the Chinese all the now the service of Starbucks is all have the pretty good, and the service of Starbucks is have the quality. The Starbucks requires the employees to have a knowledge of the coffee and make the coffee. And the employee should know understanding the method of the beverage and to provide quality service to the customers. But the knowledge and the method should be introduced to customers in detail. The experience in the writing with the employees is also to encourage the employees to share their experience. You know, the experience for a lot of workers is best important, and the experience can let the workers to intimidating the difficult, can let the employee to the intimidating the afraid. And yeah, this is a pretty way to the overcome. And for example, in company there are some touching the stories circulation in the department about the employees and who they think they are one and proud of the being a Starbucks. This is very important. This is the employees should do. And Starbucks Corporation is a highly profitable organization. You know, this is big company, and this is top of the world in coffee, and they will make a lot of money, and more than the 600 million yuan is China yuan, and the company generated more about 500 million in the revenue a year by improving the supply of reputable products and the service. Because I want to know the service and the reputable, and it's pretty in Starbucks, and the service and the products is all the best. So just become the coffee king. And both the coffee is have about 40 countries around the world and 9,000 coffee shops. Starbucks was a Fortune 100 company in the 2005. Starbucks value is employee and is known as the respectable employer. So it's a lot of the worker and it's a lot of the pretty worker is like to work on the Starbucks. This is pretty. Yeah, this is so attractable. And third is SWOT analysis weakness. The many brands from China, like China, for example, like the Luxin Coffee and the Costa Coffee, and it's rise to Starbucks, because the Starbucks also is doing the pretty good, but it's can't to stop the others brand to be outstanding. And Starbucks enjoy a good reputation in the development and creating the new products. However, as time is going on, the innovation is still likely to be shaky. It relies too much on the American market. The world does not only have American market is just taking a little part of the world. So if you want to be greatest company, you should the thinking and you should taking some research for all the world's coffee market. It's more the Starbucks market in the market is more than the 3/4 of this coffee shops in the country. The organization relies on the major competitive advantage, retail coffee. They made it was the slow and it will move into others related fields. And 4, SWOT analysis opportunity. Increase their own new products. The Starbucks should always to research and always to create the new products to like the customers to feeling, wow, this is pretty good. Wow, this is always to the new. It can make me to keep the interesting. And Starbucks is good to talking the advantage of the opportunities. In the 2004, the company and HP jointly created the CD More service in the Santa Monica. Well, this is creative. This is creative idea. There's a lot of coffee company to creating the idea like this. This is to giving the customers another to the atmosphere. It's like to the let them to. It will let them to feeling this another atmosphere. It's not just only coffee store. It's real, like the coffee and entertainment. Yeah, I like this. It's pretty good. And offer the new products and the service, such as the affordable products. It is coffee shops. The coffee shops of the Starbucks in all the world, including the almost a lot of the countries, so much. Yeah. The company has opportunity to expand global business. The new coffee markets such as the Indian or the countries in the Pacific begin to the image. And 4, stress. The customer personal preference. Everyone to like his hobby and to have his own taste. Maybe this is just like sweet and like the cappuccino, but tomorrow they don't like cappuccino, they like the Americano. This is different. This is always to change. And the modern competitors in the same industry and who know the whether coffee market will grow and retain customers in the future, or whether it's will the image and the news strings or the later activities to replace coffee. Maybe this is necessary. You should do something, and it's not coffee. This is something. It's not coffee, but you should using this something to help your coffee to attract the customers to come in your coffee. The coffee is not necessary, but your coffee store will become necessary. The Starbucks faced the rising cost for the coffee, the ingredients and the dairy products. During the concept North was recognized by the market in Seattle in 1971, Starbucks becoming attracts many competitors to entertain, market, or copy the brand to constitute the personal threats. The marketing strategy can be divided in the cost leadership strategy. The strategy for every brand, for every company, is always to communicate it. Whatever is coffee or other brand or other industry, but every industry should make the strategy for them. The first Starbucks is always to do the different strategy. The first Starbucks strategy is to keep the always to the creating the new products and to always to ensure to keep the customers fresh and to offer the different activity in the different time to ensure the customers experience, to make sure that every customers have the good experience, because the capture the customers is the key for the service industry. This is the best important. And Starbucks to try to expand the overseas market. Okay. Maybe this is all. This is all my slide. And thanks, sir. Thanks, miss. Thanks, teacher. Thanks.